The Ghostbuster made his own Ghostbusting box in a day.
Very good. And a night.
Exactly. I know who I'll call.
You better. Cold opening today. Roswell and her bad foxes need to go to California, etc., etc. I am Roswell, Bad Fox 2. Murdoch, you are Bad Fox 1. I am G, Millhouse voice actor. My groaning.
Excellent.
And action. Oh, bloody hell. I'm loving watching this TV. But hold on. Why is Maude, my Maude, why is she back? I thought they said when I was ousted and oofed that would be the end of her.
Listen, Roswell, she's got a new voice. Did you hear that about poor people? That's
bloody awful. It doesn't even sound like me or her. It sounds like a Mexican.
Certainly does. Ay caramba. Well, she's gone to get some hot dogs anyway, so she's
back. She's back. She's going to get some more action. What? What's going on? Oh, she's falling. What did Hibbert just say?
I think he said she's dead, but it must be it's a show. It's a cartoon, isn't it? So it'll be a joke. So
it's a fake out. Let's watch and wait until the adverts are done. Gnaw. My fingers are took bone.
I could eat an Aldi chicken. Have we got any in? That advert's just reminded me.
Oh, no, it's coming back on. Come on. What? She's effing dead. She's effing dead for real. Red. Give me the Aldi chicken. Rip.
Here we go again. I think, Roswolf, I don't think we can... have you got any more chickens? I don't think we can stand for this. We need to go and...
go to England Comic Con. Let's go to England Comic Con and see if that bloody writer and Maude's dead body's there. Come on.
I made a bow out of bikes.
Oh, brilliant. Come on then, start pedaling. Splash, 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 splash. Oh, here we are at England Comic Con in an Outlet Burger.
Yes, I voiced Millhouse.
Come
Everything's up Millhouse.
Chomp. I've gone berserker.
My arteries. What did Maggie?
What, Bad Fox 2, what do you think? I'm taking a little bite out of his arm and leg. I swear now, chomp. And I've never even seen Simpsons.
We were colleagues, Maggie. Why would you do this?
He's dead now. Come on, let's go. That is not met my rage. That has not acquiesced my terror rage. Let's go to Hollywood because I tell you what, I want my job back.
I agree. I have a taste for voiceover blood.
Boat bike, be gone. Splash, 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 splash. Oh, this is too slow. You got a bike helicopter?
No, we're just going to have to endure the time it takes.
It's bonjour, you bloody half-wit.
The lesson to learn. Oh yeah, I forgot you were French, Maud Flanders too.
6 weeks later. Where are you at in Hollywood? Right. Oh, Bad Fox 2's dead. Right, I'll eat him to get my strength up. I'm not dead. I'm still not dead. He's run off. I only got one of his fingers. But anyway, that's enough. Right, Bad Fox 1, take me to Fox. Not you, the Fox, but Fox TV.
Let's go to... Here it is. Here's the building. It's next door to...
Hello, can I help you? Chomp.
Take your arms.
I've got a taste for fox blood, but not you, not me.
Eat their teeth.
Nom. Security. There's a Roswolf on the loose. Nom.
Take the throats, Maggie. We'll use them to leverage our way up to the top.
What are you? I'm just a lowly office assistant. Jump. I did not want to die today.
Look, Maggie, it's IMG.
No, it's not. It's only Rupert bloody Murdoch.
Oh, yeah.
And who's that next to him?
I think it's... What's his name? Steph Amazon.
His Amazon jobs. Them two what did for us all them years ago. Come here, Murdoch. Oh, bloody hell. It's only a bloody wolf in the form of Maggie Roswell, what we sacked. Give me $4,000 of your blood. Ah, chomp, chomp, chomp. Ah, Australian death, mate.
Maggie, you're taking this very far. We might not get out of this.
Ah, look who's there. He's the killer. It's only IMG, Ian bloody Maxwell Tone Graham. Give me your neck. Chomp, 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 chomp.
But I'm just a paid employee.
I'm covered in blood, the blood of a murderer. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Roswolf, we've eaten everyone in this.
Oh my goodness! What have I done? Oh, that's brought me to my senses. Have I murdered my true love, Ian Maxwell Tone Graham? Oh no, Ian! No.
Maggie, what the hell's going on in here? I'm the main guy.
Oh, Mr. McGronin, I saw your initials in that man's ear. Can I have my job back?
Yeah, of course. Who are you?
Doesn't matter. He.
Well, here's $4,000 for your troubles. It looks like it's been a messy day.
Drool. The end.
Roswell, you're back.
Maude, it's a Maude Goodman cast post-death poetry coffee splitter, non-ultraviolet tattoo on your leg, Dina Judgment Flanders Nee Goodman. She's a holy roller, knock her down a skittle. She's a straight woman and villain, ? Did she drink unapologetic rat good cider? Who the bloody hell knows at this point? It's the Maude post-death internet zombie Halloween episode something Maude internet song story episode podcast post-death.
Who would have even?
Who would have thought it? But here we are on the coast of Sunderland after leaving Kits and Ben Nevis on our little boat bike. Come on, team, whoever's with us, Rolly Fingers and Normal Man and Vivacious and
Vivacious isn't here, we lost her. And we lost Normal Man.
Todd Hobgoblin.
I believe we were with Todd and Soichi and possibly John Group 17.
Hi, I'm still here. What about Equine John? Yes, I'm still here too. What about Gaz Top Hat? Yes, I'm still here too. I can't remember what voice I did.
Lovely. Well, I listened to your podcast last week, by the way, Todd and Soichi. It was very good.
That's very good. Yeah, you did say at one point it sounded like you're doing impressions of us. It was that convincing, but thank blah 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 blah. It was good. Blah 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 blah. It was hard work. Blah blah blah. But we did it. Woof woof.
Arigato gozaimasu, master.
Hello, Goodman morning and Fichu colloquy imperative impending messiah. All hail corporate imperialism. Well, let's just head for the interior of the island to see what's in there, because I've got a feeling this is where all the bad lads and witches and ghosts came from. Any objections to that? No, I think it's a good idea. I do too.
As long as we can still podcast, I don't mind at this point.
Oh, we've got pods for years. Sponsors: Nando's, Curry Balut, Tripe, Hardeman, Chicken Halves, Rings of Spiky Sauce, Carnivore Cockerel Sticks.
Sponsor, it's Onion again. It's always going to be Onion. Are you ever going to go?
He's always been here.
Exactly. We are always here. Are you going to not be our sponsor ever, Onion? Not I.
Sponsor: Vivacious, RPS9RU, MJ Blige, Carol Channing, EA Poe, Midges.
Sponsor: Mikhail Bakunin, the man with the eye patch who killed Charlie. Spoilers.
Really? So Bakunin was the name of him?
Mikhail Bakunin, yes, which is also the name of
an anarchist,
the philosopher John Locke.
Welcome to the Maudefland's Internet Museum, theme park database, and hot cake restaurant, freshly rebuilt and then immediately demolished by pie-throwing zombie universal monsters mucked about with animals and 80s bad lads. Give me a number between 1 and 300.
188.
188. All the fat ladies.
188 fat ladies. Heavy set.
Pink face colour / purples.
Okay, care to elaborate at all? I know you're going to say no.
Nope.
She does not have a pink face colour. She has a yellow face colour, as is tradition with, I'd say, 95% of the town, unfortunately.
7/8 of the world's population, is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, in what we will call a 90s oversight. Purples, I'll give you that the skirt. Here's an interesting thing that we've never brought up. Is the colour of the skirt mauve?
Ooh.
Is Maude in mauve?
Maude in mauve?
I'm going to say yes.
I'm saying yes.
So that covers purples. Yeah, there's not much to add to that. It's sort of a non-starter.
Do you think what's the opposite of a non-starter? Just a starter. Does the pink kind of outfit and the purples that she sometimes wears go along nicely with her Simpsons yellow face?
Yes, she looks aesthetically pleasing. They tend to go for bright colours that people wouldn't. If Maude was a real person, I doubt that she'd be wearing a mauve, like a floor-length pink skirt every day, in the same way that Marge wouldn't be wearing like a lime green dress. They would be wearing, I assume, much more toned down colours. But no, Maude sort of takes the pink. I can't think of many other characters that wear a lot of pink. Wolfcastle wears a pink top. Otto, other than that, I can't really think of anybody. So she's sort of taken dominion over the colour pink in The Simpsons until season 11 when she died, and then
she took a deep red.
Spoiler. Flawed Maude.
Well, this is you said this week in the Halloween Spectacular there was a flawed Maude, and that was the first one, but it clearly was not the first one. She was a flawed Maude back in season 11.
She was. It was first visually seen by us, flawed Maude.
Yes.
Which has been a personal goal of mine since the year 2001, which has been now achieved.
We achieved all of our goals.
Exactly. I win.
Flashback. Equine John and Gaz Top Hat. Gaz Top Hat is married to wealthy director Boomhauser Spielberg. And action. Oh, Boomhauser, can you pass me some goat meat?
This is a lovely meal. This is lavish. Here you go.
Who is that at the door? Oh, it's me, one of the Cockney watchdogs. And I brought my horse, Equine John. Oh, that's right, I'm a singing Elton John knockoff horse.
I think B might stand for Boomhauser and not Brendan.
Let's try that again. Who's...
No. How about you meet my chef? Come in, chef. Plural.
The chef is Equine. The horse is the chef. Oh, here I'm the chef. I'm also doing handiwork around the house, which is hard because I've got no hands.
Hoof work. Well, Jean, meet Gaz.
Hello, horse. Hello, man with hat.
Are you enjoying this lavish goat meat? It's been made in such a...
I'm gonna ram this goat meat in your face. Ramming it in your face. Choke on it. That's right, horse, you did it. We already knew each other. Spoiler reveal. Can you check that he's dead? He's definitely dead. Are you sure that he's dead? He's definitely dead. I think he's still moving. Choke him with a pillow. Choke him with the pillow. I'm choking him with a pillow. Choke him with a pillow. I'm choking him with a pillow. Club him to death with the edge of a fork. I'm clubbing him to death with the edge of a fork. That's not big enough. Use the side of the table. I'm picking up the table and slamming it onto his head. No, he's definitely dead. Yes, he's definitely dead. Yes, he's definitely dead. Let's sneak into his caravan. Can we steal his golden scraps of paper? Yes, you can. Okay, the end.
End of flashback.
Well, while we make our way back into the interior of the island, why don't we do some content?
Why not?
Clip 1, Season 12, Episode 19, Going to Praiseland. Ooh, finally. Sad, dark Sumpsum's house. Ned is showing the hussy his house. The walls are full of Maude pics. When does he take them down, I asked. She is baking in one with a spatula with Pem and Skem eyes. Well, you've certainly got a theme going, says the woman insensitively. When did Maudie get her cousin to take all these pics, I ask. Pretty narcissistic, no? Neddy opens the bedroom door. You can have my room and I'll sleep on the couch. Woman sits on bed. Badly rendered TNR look on. Well, could you sleep on my side? He says as he sits down. I'm trying to preserve Maud's indentation. Make your mind up, says Singer. Wasn't it even on the other side before? She doesn't really say that. A saucy Maud indentation is shown. Sorry, says Singer, looking down terrified. Oh, no problem, says Neddy. A little starch will fix her up. He sprays starch onto the indentation like a psycho. And the Singer makes weird noises and shivers also like a psycho. Cold, says Neddy. This should keep your toasty warm. He hands her Maudie's dressing gown. How about that? It says Maud on it, says woman. Creepy fecking Ned is now sniffing her arm. I'm off scared to fear before he goes Norman Bates on me, she thinks. I love Channel, don't you? He says. And I thought, is that a Simpsons like Chanel knockoff perfume? I don't care. I don't love it. I don't hate it, she says. Ned is grinning. He says, well, good night, Maud. Ka-ching. I mean Maud. Ka-ching. Shakes his head. I mean Rachel. I mean Maud. Ka-ching. Meng. She gives him evils. What was she after anyway, I think? Oops, says Neddy as he sprints once more, as he sprays the indent once more and then sprints for the door.
Beautiful. We're in a dark place this week, it seems. I'll address the chenille thing first. I think it's intentionally a knockoff. I think he's implying that Maud bought knockoff perfume because of the extortionate price of real perfume, possibly, but I don't know about that.
Reading a lot into that.
Yes. I also agreed. I also noted that this must be the work of Osmond and it must be free photography because I don't see her having sat for and purchased all of these portraits of just her. Also, we've never seen this corridor before. I think it's like the upstairs corridor. Maybe they've always been there. Maybe they've all been put up since she died. Maybe they're paintings. Who knows? But he's gone from having, as we specified recently, no pictures of Maud in his room or in his basement or whatever, to this wall of just pictures of Maud's face. Not doing anything, not family trips, not precious memories, just close-up pictures of Maud. And then the weirdest one is the one in the middle of the bedroom. In the middle of the bed, it appears to just be a zoomed-in picture of Rod and Todd with Maud's top shelf. Nothing else of her. And then the Goofy Maud picture is also present in the room.
It's good that they've kept the Goofy Maud picture because it's like, no, we got to keep that terrible drawing.
Yeah, it outlasts like the animation. The animation becomes clear to the point where they start using actual characters in pictures and stuff, and they keep this.
Really?
Yes.
So he's actually a little bit of an Easter egg.
Kind of, for us especially. Yes, the indentation has moved, which I am confused about. I think that is her side. I think that Ned may have briefly slept in the indent, is my only logical explanation for this. And
dark days.
Yes, just like a little cave. I don't like Rachel's approach to any of this. I'm not a fan of the way she's handling this situation. He never asked her to stay. He was goaded into it by his neighbours. She was just going to stay in a hotel. She could have read the room and said, no, it's fine. You know what? I don't mind. I'm going to stay in a hotel. I can see that this is clearly still quite fresh for you.
That's the episode I would have written.
Exactly. How about that? It says Maud about the dressing gown. Like, she says that like it's creepy. Like, of course it says Maud.
Yeah.
Why would he have a different female dressing gown to hand? And you're the one putting it on. Don't put it on if you think it's creepy.
But it's on over her clothes.
Exactly. And she's making out like, oh, how about that? It says Maud. You've got like, that's weird. You're obsessed with this Maud. That you know that this is his wife who died last year, and you have no sympathy for him.
No, she comes across very, very insensitive in this entire set.
Yes, but then he does ruin it by smelling her arm.
Oh, he goes totally psycho very quickly. So it's like, well, I hope this fact that this dressing gown is modern, it doesn't mean that you're going to start cutting my hair in my sleep.
Exactly. And where is Maud in this clip? I say she's most likely watching on with bated breath to see who this hussy in her family bed is and where it's going to go.
Well, we all know she can come back and haunt at any point, so why hasn't she done that yet?
I think we established she's too early dead. She's like a new dead person, so she hasn't
done the time. She hasn't gained that, like you get holidays if you've worked for a place for a certain amount of time. She hasn't got any of those yet.
Yeah, or maybe it's like a master's. But for now, she's too fresh. yeah, she can't quite get back down here yet. So she just has to settle for watching it on a big TV, and she can't interact with it. She just has to watch. She's essentially us now.
I hate heaven.
Exactly.
Clip
Oh
2.
no.
Praiseland. It is night. The crickets are resounding and Ned is chopping the woman's hair so it looks like Maude. Lord knows what else he has done at this point. She stirs, wakes, and switches on the lamp, looks down at the bits of hair on the pillow and gasps. There are string stabs as Psycho Man in pajamas is brandishing scissors and a picture of Maude. She pulls the sheets up tight and gasps. She says this. She shouts in this children's cartoon, "Oh my God, you're trying to make me look like your dead wife." No. This is a tad unseemly, but if you just let me even out the back, he does the psycho look. She slides over on top of Maude's indent and says, "I'm calling a cab. Goodbye, Ned." She uses her super stretch arms to open the door, even though she is 4 meters away from it. Ned and his mustache look sad. "Oh, who am I kidding?" he says, looking down. "I am not over Maude at all." Doofus Homer is hanging from the gutter outside the window. "Yes, maybe it was too soon. Aren't you going to invite me in?" he says.
Yeah. You're seeing a particular trend in what they call jerk-ass Homer, where he's just blatantly intruding on everything around because it's his show. It's very hard not to be on a side for this one. Like,
he doesn't do himself any favours, does he?
No. If I had written this, I would have written her as sympathetic until this point.
Yes, I get that. If she was super nice and like totally on board with everything and just being sensitive, you'd be like, "Oh, Ned, what have you done?" But actually, the fact that she's been a bit of a jerk ass all the way through, it's like, yeah, whatever. That's super weird.
Considering she's supposed to be like a religious figure. She's like a member of that Christian rock band, and like she's churchy. So her attitude, not that doesn't make me a hypocrite, because Maude is very judgmental, but she, for someone who puts up a front about loving God and accepting people, she's quite quick to judge Ned as weird for just being a widow. Like, of course, there's like a wall full of pictures. Of course, the dressing gown's got Maude on it. Maude's house. You're the one in it. This is probably Ned's worst or most Mo-ish moment in 34 seasons.
You reckon it's pretty out there, isn't it?
I can't think of him doing anything else. The other things that he does that are fairly intrusive are always for like he's just being too nice. Usually, like, he gets irritated because he won't stop being nice and helpful. This is not that. He also, I wonder at what point did he know he was going to do this? Like, did he just roll with it as soon as she put the dressing gown on, or as soon as she got in the house, did he think, "I'm cutting this woman's hair"?
I wonder what would happen. I wonder if she just go with it.
What's the end game for him?
The point for me is the arm sniffing. As soon as that went on, it was like, "Oh, Ned, steady on."
Yeah, and even that it's creepy, but it's still not particularly aimed at Rachel because he's smelling Maude's dressing gown.
Sure.
So it's still weird, but at least it's still not aimed at her. Whereas this is him physically altering the way she looks for his own purpose.
Once the hair is cut, she does have quite a good look of Maude.
She does. I like it. I like seeing someone else with the hairstyle, but Rachel sure doesn't. And I love that. My favourite thing about the entire thing is his defense to it is, yes, it's weird, but can I finish it?
That's the thing, is like, if you just let me, and then he just says, "Do something even worse."
Yeah, if you just let me even out the back.
Do you think they designed her so that with this in mind? Because this is a different episode, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think they thought they might bring her back at some point, but I think I said her actual design isn't very Maude. She's a lot rounder. She's got like a round nose and like a sort of like, she's still got like the sort of like the eyes that are feminine. But
lady
I
eyes.
think the design, yes. They are.
Is this cake?
Yes, exactly.
Have you seen that show on Netflix called Is This Cake?
Yes. I've not seen it. I've seen of it. I see what they do. They take something and they make it into cake.
Now, I wonder, how does that relate to this clip?
It doesn't.
Clip 3.
I have one more point. At least we're open about the fact that he's not over Maude, and it's weird that we've gone backwards story-wise line instead of just doing this before the dating stuff.
Yeah, none of this seems like a lot of thought was given to it. But that's The Simpsons is episodic. They ain't telling long-form stories. Only change in history.
Until occasionally they decide that they might, such as now, or octuplets.
Praiseland. The boys, Ned and the boys, are in a tiny red car on the driveway of the Simpsons family's house. The family looks on. Well, I am sure grateful to you for offering to go through all of Maude's things. If it were up to me, I wouldn't throw anything away. Todd looks okay. Rod looks damaged.
Yeah, Ron and Todd look a bit dodgy in general, yeah, I said. Big-eyed. I agree that he would let Marge and Lisa do this, but I don't think Flanders' faith stretches as far to let the man who killed Maude decide what earthly possessions she should lose. It's just, there's so many people in town. Yes, I know it's The Simpsons, blah, blah, blah. There's so many better people in town for this role. Why the investor?
For example?
Almost everybody except for Mo.
Well, I'm so happy, Otto, that you're okay with going through Maude's stuff.
Exactly. It would make he'd have as much trust for Otto as he does for Homer Simpson and the boy. But
where are they going?
They're going to the eye doctor, as Lisa says. Have a nice time at the eye doctor, and Ned says, we always do.
I don't think they say that.
I believe they do. And what's Maude doing? Last time in the haircutting, she was probably cringing, I noted. And this time she is agreeing with the statement I just said, which is that she wouldn't buy that Neddy would let Homer do all this.
It's a terrible idea as well, given what comes next.
Unsurprisingly.
Although they do it with aplomb. Clip 4. The family intrude into the bedroom of Flanders with permission. We pan over a picture of Ned and Maude with knives. Maude's tiny wardrobe with 6 things in it, one of which looks like an incredibly long pink fluffy dress, and the Peanuts dress. These are accurate, I ask. Teddy bear and trophy on makeup desk. Poor Ned can't look anywhere without being reminded of Maude, says one of the Sumps. We get a beautiful picture of the bride and groom with white trees, white dress Maude, and light blue suit Nedwood. Have we seen this before in canon, I ask? Doofus Homer says, a lifetime of memories, as he scoops the entire contents of the table into a bin bag. Trophy says, number one wife. With an aggressive face, Homer slams the things into the bag. Marge, a decade too late, says, Homer, don't you have any respect? Sure I do, says Doofus Homer, but life goes on. Ashes to ashes, turn, long live rock, and so forth.
Oh, Homer.
Oh, murdering Homer.
Oh, that killer. 2 goofy Maude pictures, 1 solid Maude picture. No, this is our first look at this wedding stuff. The wedding attire, which is a nice post-mortem treat. We might as well push the joke that he didn't care about her before she died. He didn't care when he killed her, and he doesn't care that she's dead. It's a nice through line, I'll give them that. But it's very, very they're just up in the ante, aren't they, now at this? They want to make it as disrespectful as possible because he killed her, I think. Because they've already done that. It would be unsensible to back down and have him now be respectful, because that would sort of make it a crime, whereas it's still now a happy accident.
Just a happy accident. I think what he should have done is jumped up onto the desk and took a whiz all over everything first.
He may have done.
Maybe that's what prompted Marge a decade too late to say, Homer, do you have any respect?
Potentially. He should have had the dressing gown on.
With little holes cut in it.
Just like
for his
ripping at the seams.
For his true petit pois. 5. Praiseland. Marge is looking into another wardrobe with 8 more of Maude's dresses and of various shoes. Wow, 3 pairs of shoes, says Marge as she bows and bends down. Blue, red, and strappy blacks. Someone had a fetish, she says judgmentally. Cut to Homer smashing the number one wife cup and toys into the bag with his foot. And we do get a little bit more of a look at what's in that bag. We have a kind of teddy bear, a snow globe kind of thing with some kind of whatever that is in it. Up saying number one wife, and then count them, 4 dolls from around the world.
Yeah, these dolls I have never noticed before, and now they are a subject of great fascination for me, because are they real people? I can't find, in the 30 seconds I just spent looking right now, I can't find anything on Simpsons Wiki about who they're supposed to be.
Just who are the dolls on Just who are the dolls on Maude's dressing table?
I'd ask IMG, but he's not responsible for this episode in any way whatsoever.
No, and sadly his jugular's just been detached from his body by a wolf.
That's true. We've never seen these figures in action anywhere in her entire life. We went through her entire life without knowing she was an action figure collector of women's fashion toys, or possibly iconic women throughout history. We're not sure yet.
It's very strange, isn't it? But they're cool. I don't describe. This one's, I guess, like an English or like a woman in a bonnet and a little petticoat, and I guess there's someone wearing an African kind of headdress, and then there's I'm not even sure what these two are. They look kind of vaguely Asian.
Yeah, I thought the one in the blue was sort of like an Asian sort of queen, maybe. And then nice. The other one looks like an actor. None of them are Frida Kahlo, but I imagine all 4 of them are Kahlo-esque people.
Yes. This one looks like Christopher Walken.
It does. I thought it looked a bit like Jackson, and also it looks like Tom Jones in The Simpsons.
Tom Jones, Jackson. I thought the Jackson thing, but then I know there's something else going on there. That is a thing, but I don't know what it is. It looks like a Stonecutter's outfit.
They're all too specific to not be references to something, but I've never ever spotted them before. Something else we've never spotted before, 2 of those 3 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, the strappy blacks. I've never seen the strappy blacks.
There's like a pale blue pair, so I speculate that they came from the shoe museum trip with Ruth Powers that she took.
Oh yeah,
like the 40s or whatever it was. This is another example of Marge being more Flandersy than Maude, where it's supposed to be, as we used to say back in the early days, that The Simpsons, the Flanders were ka-ching. The Flanders were a mirror for The Simpsons. There are several times when Marge is like softer than Maude, and this is one of them, like, 3 pairs of shoes, and like, you are such a wet blanket, Marge, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Soppy towel.
I would say this is the final nail in the proverbial and literal coffin. I might have gone forward a bit. No, I've not. He drove her out of her seat, parked in the ambulance bay, provoked a barrage of t-shirts, bent down, fell in her grave, tried to make Ned act, talked ill of her in prayer, and has now shredded her earthly possessions with a wood chipper. Oh,
let me continue, because we're going to get to that soon. But what are these dolls from around the world, I ask? And I only hope that in the diary, should we have one today, that she spends a great amount of time detailing these 4 dolls, and maybe others that we didn't get to see. One is a music box that gets the shit kicked out of it. Maybe this is taking forever, says a woozy sump Homer. I know how to speed things up. He raised his finger. Cut a wood chipper, spewing chips of everything out of the window and into the garden. Oh, I would be very interested to see how he got that up there. The pillow is stuck, shouts Bart Jr. as Nedwood enters the room. He puts hand on heart. Oh, my, the room looks so bare. All of Maude's things are gone, and Homer has cut her face out of the wedding photo and pasted in his own. The end.
Strange from Ned's point of view that he went so aggressively on Mo at the wake, and he's just letting everything else slide from everybody else, particularly Homer.
Particularly egregious. It made me laugh out loud. The face on the wedding photo.
Yeah, that is good. It's very insensitive. It's also unnecessary. They shredded everything else, but with this, he's decided to, and this must have taken a bit of time to go and get a picture of himself that is about the right size. But I do like that he's just shoving Homer into every story himself. Like, it's not even the writers doing it, it's Homer himself doing it.
When Homer's off screen for 10 seconds, all of the other characters should be asking, where is Homer?
Where is Homer?
But don't worry, he's never off screen for more than 10 seconds, so that won't happen.
Certainly isn't. They also got rid of things like the actual thingy unit, like with the mirror on it, and the little
all the furniture and all the bedding, everything.
Yeah, things that weren't specifically Maude's. And again, Ned just takes it so, he's like, oh, look, the room is so bare. Not like, are you insane?
What's up? What's up?
Also, what happened to Homer, don't you have any respect from Marge about 10 minutes ago? And now she's just like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you can shred all of her items. Instead of just taking an additional 20 to 30 minutes and giving them out to like her loved ones, we will just shred everything. So there's no real earthly reminder that she was here outside.
Is that what Ned wanted?
Ned just wanted the family to sort through Maud's things. Homer refers, I think, at some point as well. Oh, it's when they get the book next week. Spoiler, that says something didn't get sorted, meaning that it was unshredded. But I also think it's probably Ned's wood chipper, just to add insult to injury. It was probably either in the bomb shelter or one of the 4 basements.
Probably ruined by putting things like furniture through it. And
well, yeah, the pillow nearly takes it down.
Just before the pillow, you actually see Bart holding what I think is the dolls as he puts them in. So
yeah, I spotted a few more dolls. I just didn't look at who they were because I didn't know who the other ones were. But Maude, meanwhile, I forgot to say this for the last clip, but I imagine similar to Ned and the boys, has had to switch off for this one, whereas they've had to go out and make sure they're not around the sorting process. So has Maude. So she's headed out for coffee with a famous dead person, Sun Myung Moon.
Very good.
And now the light brunch with Sun Myung Moon has turned into a boozy night out with the girls, with Mary's Magdalene and Mother of Christ, and Mother Teresa, and Anna Nicole Smith, who is now very sanely.
I'm on board with all of that. What do you think the boys thought of this destruction?
I don't think the boys think particularly linear anyway. I don't think they think of... I don't know how to explain this, but I don't think they would think it was a big deal unless they were told it was. I think they'd just
boys, this is a big deal. Yes, it is, Mummy.
Yeah, they will just roll with with the emotion Ned tells them to feel in most scenes. So I imagine he would just, if Ned said like, oh, don't worry, boys, this is a chance to make our own memories of Maude or some shit like that, they would just say yay in unison.
Probably punching the air. But anyway, it's time for us to set up camp here on the beach because it's going dark. And we definitely don't want to be like lost in the woods of Sunderland. Given that we've got nowhere to go, can you set up some kind of wall to keep out the witches and the 80s bad lads?
I think it's probably best to ask Todd and Soichi about that. It's their island, technically.
He said yes. He's off doing it. So while they're setting up the camp and keeping out the... Oh, there's a witch, actually. So while they're setting up the camp here to keep out the witches, could I engage you in a little bit of spectral speculations?
Of course.
Is there anything you want to talk about, or should I bring up the topic?
You may choose.
I would like to hear more about the 17 children. That is Silky Nutmeg, aka Brass Leg, Too Many Legs, Robot Leg, Tyrannosaur, Fear of Leg, Sonic, Kylie, Eureka, Jonathan, Tickle, Jiggly, Serena, Yarrow, Pandora, Scarlet, Trinity. Can you tell me a little bit more about one of those?
About one of them?
Yeah, just one.
I'll give you 3.
We'll make this a 17-part series.
We've already established where they live, but I can't remember. So we're going to say that Jiggly and Sonic are both...
well, hold your horses, because I wrote it all down.
Excellent.
All right, you give me the name of one and I'll tell you where they live.
Sonic.
Sonic?
It doesn't say. It's the only one that doesn't say. Eureka.
Where is Sonic? Is she not on the list? There you go.
Number 5.
Sonny Goodman, no information given. She would be ideal for you to brainstorm on and, tell us some facts.
That's true.
Eureka Goodman, all we know is she lives in Nome, Alaska. Tell us more of Sonic Goodman, one of Boner's, not Garrett's, Boner's children.
A revered medical professional in the field of legs. She knew what was, just from her siblings, basically from the upbringing of her siblings, she realised that should do some serious leg research. Must. And now she is the chief medical officer of legs for, something at Pfizer, whatever America does for medical care.
As the USA?
Yes. And she also lives in Milwaukee.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Yes.
All right. Are we doing 3 of these then? Go on then, give me another one.
Raja Goodman.
AKA Legs 8. We know that she lives on the Canadian border and hates sentimental.
It's sentimental, which is bad for her because her job is to write for the inside of Christmas and birthday cards. But she gets her repressed energy out. She does, just like directors, she does 9 for them, 1 for her. So every 10th card is something wildly unsentimental, like, you don't mean a lot to me, or happy birthday, I can't remember your middle name.
Oof, old. All right.
Happy anniversary, we are here till the end, lovelessly.
They said darkest. It gets darkest before the dawn. I'm pretty sure they're all wrong. I hope it stays dark forever. I hope the worst isn't over. I hope I blink before you do, and I hope I never get sober. And I hope that one day I get the strength to walk out of this door and never look back. And I hope I'll tell everyone you were a good wife. I hope you die.
Congratulations on the new job. And also Pandora Goodman dresses up as Spider-Man on Times Square, but
Times Square Spider-Man?
In a homemade Spider-Man costume. Homemade
Times Square Spider-Man. This is giving us lots of good stuff. This totally canon set of characters is setting us up for a whole bunch of spin-offs.
Oh yeah, can't wait till Maude ranks them in a tier list.
Is that 3? That's 3, isn't it?
Yes.
That'll do. Whatever. Have we got time for a diary?
Trinity's dead.
What?
Yeah, one of the kids is dead.
Well, I don't like that idea.
Well, that's life.
I thought she's lived on the Lost Island. Oh, there you go.
She's she is dead then.
Yeah, she is. Yes, definitely is dead. She's not coming back from the dead and just wandering around like a time-displaced polar bear.
No, not at all. Whispers.
What about that diary? How about that hotel option?
Exactly.
Dear diary, it's me, alive Maude, in probably let's go for season 5, in between. Let's say it's happening in the ice hockey episode. I just received a lovely package from one of my cousins, Sonique Goodman, the leg doctor. She has provided me with a beautiful handwritten letter talking about female empowerment. To be honest, I didn't read it. It was like 5 pages. And
woke garbage. Who said
yes. She did it all in cursive too. So I just thought, I'm not going to put the time into this. But she also sent me a weird, female action figure woman. It was like a ginger woman in a white outfit or something. I'm assuming there was context in the letter, but I threw it away. I put it in our wood chipper in our basement. But I do quite like the figure. I just don't know where to put it. So I'm gonna make a little shelf in my room for them. And then there's another entry from season 10. Dear diary, it's season 10 now. This is in that episode where Homer gets a truck. She sent me this is my 18th figure that she sent me now. And after that first letter, she never gave me the context as to why she was sending them. She just sends them and it has a name like Shirley Stevenson, head of the suffragettes. But she hasn't told me for what reason these figures are, what they're going to do for me, Maude. So quite frankly, I found out that the crazy cat lady, what's her face? I call her Eleanor because I have a lot of respect for her, apparently.
Jesus.
Yeah, not yet though. It turns out she really likes action figures because she can let the cats use them as scratch posts or something. So I've just started giving them to her. But even she's had enough. So now, every time I get a new figure, it goes in the wood chipper. I'm just going to keep the first 4. Ned keeps asking what they are. I won't tell him. I'm never going to tell anybody. Bye.
So a secret she took to her grave. So Conrad is her brother. How much older are the Conrad and Garrett than Maude?
I think they're younger.
And how is it possible that they have 17 grown-up children that are in various medical fields and stuff? How old is this Sonique? She a Doogie Howser style Malcolm in the Middle prodigy?
Yeah, she's 15.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Should know
at
that
the time,
at the
yeah,
time.
at the time of starting sending them, she was 15. And in the year that Maud died, she was 15.
Because it's The Simpsons, right?
Yes, but years had passed.
Years of experience without any actual years passing. That's great, isn't it?
Yes, only 9 characters, to my knowledge, have aged up on the show.
The octuplets are out of them, aren't they?
The octuplets and Ling Bouvier.
Ling Bouvier. Who's Ling Bouvier?
Selma's daughter. Selma's adopted Chinese daughter that they kind of just forgot about, I think.
When was the last appearance of Ling Bouvier?
I will find out, but it's not recent. I don't think.
I'm sure we'll find out ourselves in the Ling Bouvier cast.
I'm shocked we haven't done the Ling Bouvier cast.
It's only a matter of time before the Ling Bouvier cast.
It'll be see.
Shall we finish with a song?
Yes.
Who's going first?
About Karen Flim Flam or something.
Oh, that's the tag that comes at the end after the song, right?
Apologise. She hasn't been seen, apparently, since the special The Longest Daycare, which came out about 5 years ago.
That's not that bad. That's seconds in Simpsons time.
Yeah, she's no Maggie.
Oh, she's not Maggie. Pem scare my eyes.
Maude, actually, wow.
Ved it wasn't Dowen T for is.
Int Denny Tashion, Mouse.
Off skither don't sums don't call.
Kirk Hing, Sparcy.
String pajamas. Pools the unsemmel.
The Edor, Tout, the window.
Foffering Maud's to yod.
Maud's knives. Maud's toonie.
Anywhere wardrobe Tompy Yook.
Triope, Gons, turn.
Praiseland Frovers 3 Feshish.
Artiund, Kakide, Cowsby, Piper.
Wood Chiper Loxio Tomray.
The edit, the EDN.
Yeah, then. I don't know why that's still amusing. 50 episodes.
80 episodes later.
70 episodes later, it's still amusing to me. I find it comic.
I wonder if anybody else does.
I'm sure they do. Send us a note, drop us a line. Don't forget to mash that super like button and give us dollars for coffees.
Exactly.
Oh.
Subscribe for exclusive diaries.
Non-tent.
Content.
Speaking of tent, now our camp's set up, but who's this just wandering and staggering out of the darkness? Oh my god, it's only Sharon Flimflam.
Is she the one whose brother John Poop killed?
Oh John, you better hide. She's coming for you.
Uh-oh.
Cue theme music.
Stunning.